Now the world is going, especially Western world. The Western world, the example I've been living here for 20 years now, yeah? What I have observed, the Western world is like a man that has been broken from every part of his body. And he has a burn in his face, everything. So what he does, he wears a nice suit, he has a nice mask, nice shade, nice hat. People who doesn't know about him, they look at him from outside, amazed, look at him. That's how is the Western world. Western world are bleeding from within. Rape, murder, all of that. Do you know why? For example, Islam came to preserve 5 things. Listen carefully today, yeah? Islam came to preserve 5 things. Islam came to preserve religion. What does it mean? Islam warns severely against worshipping other than the Creator who created the heavens and the earth. That's why paganism, polytheism is forbidden in Islam. Okay? Islam came to protect the brain, the intellect of people. Okay, why? Alcohol and drugs is forbidden in Islam. Okay? Islam came to preserve people's wealth, interest, and usury is forbidden in Islam. Islam came to preserve people's lineage. That's why adultery and fornication is forbidden in Islam. Islam came to preserve people's honor. That's why defaming people online or defaming people, regardless, Muslim or non-Muslim, is a major sin in Islam. It's forbidden. Now let me go to the other side. Alcohol. In every society, alcohol is allowed. Is alcohol good for people or bad for people?
Bad.
Bad. Alcohol is bad for people individually and collectively. Okay. Gambling, is it good for people or bad for people? Bad. Gambling cause people to do what? Even steal from their own families, just to go and gamble. So it's bad collectively and individually, collectively. Now, interest, is it good or bad? Interest, how it depends. So if I utilize my wealth to make you more poorer and make myself more richer, is that good?
No.
That's why it's interest. Interest, what I'm doing, I know you are in need of money, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna borrow you money. Then I say, if you want to give it to me back, you give me extra money. That's why the interest make rich richer and the poor poorer. 2009, how old are you, by the way?
23.
Okay, 2009, do you know what 2009?
Yeah,
that's it. What was the reason of it? Because of interest.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's bad for people, individually, collectively, okay? And now fornication, is it good or bad?
Bad.
It's bad. Collectively, okay. So why all of these are allowed in societies which call them more civilized societies? When we know it's bad for us. Who comes against it? Islam. That's why, let me give an example. Imagine I live in a city and I have companies of interest, banks. I have companies of gambling. I have companies of alcohol. I have companies, or what do you call them? Industry, like we call them companies of prostitution and so on. And I'm making money from people. Even though I know what I'm doing, I'm causing suffering. I'm making money from the suffering of the people. And you come along to my city now, and you're a Muslim, and you're calling people to Islam. How I'm gonna look at you?
Probably negative.
Very negative. I think, you know what, this guy's my enemy.
He's taking my money.
That's my money. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna utilize my money that I have to make you look bad. And this was happening in our time. Majority of people who hate Islam are 2, either ignorant or people in power, generally speaking. So those in power are making money from the suffering of the people. That's why they are utilize their money to make Islam look bad. How? Through media. Even though you just agree with me, whatever Islam has legislated is good for people. So Islam is good for mankind. Doesn't mean it's perfect because we're human beings, you know? So tell me please, how we have these politicians and experts that are studied in the best universities in the world, but they cannot bring solutions to the world. But we have a man that existed 1,400 years ago, came from a cave, where the legislation is best for mankind.
Can't.
Bro, so this man must be something special about him, and which is, he received the revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why no man can bring what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought. The legislation in family. Islam pay attention greatly to the ties, the connection between the families, you see. But there is a bigger campaign against destroying families. That's why Christianity is dying, bro. Or is dead. Judaism is a tribalism religion. Hinduism is a philosophical ways. That's why there is a huge war against Islam. But even though there is a huge war against Islam, the fastest growing religion on the face of the earth is Islam. Even though the Muslims are weak. So who's doing the job? Do you know who's doing the job? Allah. And do you know that Allah mentioned that 1,400 years ago? Allah said, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. It is Allah who sent His Prophet with the truth and guidance in order for Islam to prevail other religions, and sufficient for Allah to be the witness. In another verse is, and even if the disbelievers dislike it. And like I said, there is a huge war against Islam worldwide. In Australia, it's so crazy. It's worse than Britain. Australia, day and night against Islam, negative, negative. In America and so on. But yet, many Australians, many French, many Germans, many British, accepting Islam without us using a fork or a spoon or a knife. Why? Because Allah mentioned this religion will prevail. And